Hello. Did you know I love you very much? And I've worked really hard to make these videos better than last week's. So I'm here in the classroom. That's a good thing. I'm trying to get some of this done at school. So we'll go ahead and get started. Let me take this camera off of me. Okay. Now, today we're going to focus on lesson 1.6 in your book. If you look, it's on page 29. Problem solving, writing expressions. All that means is writing some type of math problem. It's just a fancy way to say it. So we're going to write an algebraic expression, and all that means is it's going to have some type of variable in it that we don't know what it is yet. Our first one is for 5 more than a number. So if we take a look, we have some kind of number. We don't know what it is. So since it's algebra, I'm going to assign a letter to it since we don't know what that number is that we have 5 more than. Okay? So I'm just going to, since it's number, I'm just going to use the letter N. I could use any letter. And if I have 5 more than that number, more means addition. So I'm going to add 5 more than that number. Yes, I want you to write this down. This is part of your whisk. So I do want you to write this down so you see what we're doing. This is the algebraic expression for that right there. Next, 3 less than a number. All right, here's our unknown. Just like up here, we don't know what that one is either. I can use a different letter if I want to. I'm going to use X this time. It really doesn't matter what letter you use. I'm going to use X. Okay, and this time I have 3 less than that unknown number. Less, we know, means to take away, and that's subtraction. So I have 3 less. So I'm going to take 3 away. All right, down here it says 3 times a number. Here's our unknown right there. We don't know what that number is, but I know times means multiply. And I'm going to multiply this unknown number by 3. So this time I'm just going to use the letter Y. Can I do that? I can do that. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to multiply it by 3. So I can say 3 times whatever that unknown number is, which is Y. I'm just writing algebraic expressions for these. So I'm going to move on down a little bit. I've already got them up here. Isn't that great? I told you I learned a lot. All right, our next one says a number divided by 5. All right, here's our unknown. Oh my goodness, that is such a typo right there. That is not supposed to be in there. Good grief. Sorry about that. It's supposed to say a number. I'll just put a little A right there. A number divided by 5. All right, here's our unknown. And there it just says it. We says dividing. We know what to do. Some unknown number divided by 5. So I'm going to write that as, I can pick any letter. I'm just going to pick a K this time. So some number divided by 5. And we know fractions are all division problems, right? I hope you remember that. All right, the next one, the sum of a number and 7. All right, here's my unknown. This is what I don't know, whatever that number is. I do know that sum means to add because the sum is the answer to an addition problem. So I'm going to add some number and 7, right? All right, I can pick any letter. Doesn't matter, but just to show that unknown. I'm just going to pick G this time. Doesn't matter. So G plus 7. And when I add that up, it'll give me the sum. All right, let's look at this one. The product of a number and 4. Here's what we don't know, that one right there. I don't know what that number is. Do you know what product is? Hopefully you're saying multiplication. It's the answer to a multiplication problem. So I know I'm going to multiply some unknown number with 4. Oh, what letter shall I use now? I'll just say like M. So M times 4, that's multiplication. Remember, I can write it this way to show multiplication. I could write it this way. That means multiplication. You know all the different ways I could write it. I could say M, put it in parentheses. That means I'm multiplying. All right, let's look at this one right here. The difference of M and N. The difference of M and N. Okay. Whoa, I've already got my variables right there, don't I? Do you know what difference is? Hopefully you know that difference means the answer to a subtraction problem. And so if it's the difference of M and N, I'll just simply write M take away N, and that's going to give me the difference between the two. All right, so let's put some more words in there. This is sometimes what makes it scary when we have a whole lot of words that we're having to work our way through. Oh, and look, Stevie's in our problem. Hey, Stevie! Hope you're enjoying this right now. I did that for you. Our problem says let A, and I tried to make that italicized so you can tell that this is the variable. This is what we don't know, whatever that number is. Let A be the amount of money Stevie has. Ooh, Stevie, you rich. Boy, you got some money. Uh-oh. Looks like you're giving it away. Stevie divides his money among 7 people. You must have owed somebody big time. Write an expression for the amount each person receives. All right, so if he's dividing, I know I can write that like a fraction. This is how much money he has, right? And he's dividing it by this many people. So he has this much money. So here's our expression that we're writing. And he's dividing it by 7 people. So that's how we would write that in the form of an algebraic expression. All right, last one. Oh, look who's popular now, Alexis. Hey, Alexis. I hope everything's going okay with you as you're watching this video. We love you. All right, it says let C be the number of coins. There's our unknown, but I tried to make it italic so you could tell that it was a different looking letter. Alexis has 24 fewer stamps than coins. Write an expression for the number of stamps she has. Well, she has fewer stamps, right? That means less. That means take away. So apparently she has more coins, but we don't know how many coins. But we do know we can write that unknown as C. And we're going to take away those 24 stamps, right? Or the fewer that she has. That's an ugly looking 4. I'm so sorry about that. I'm trying to fix that. Okay. Take away what she has fewer to find out how many stamps she actually has. So the unknown number, coins, but she has 24 fewer stamps. So how many stamps does she actually have? We don't know because we don't know how many coins she started with. But this is how you write an algebraic expression. It's just a fancy way to say how would you write this if you were going to try to solve it. So we're going to work on these tomorrow together. So don't be terrified. We're going to do a lot of this together tomorrow. I love you and I hope you enjoyed your video. I'll see you tomorrow.